3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Throwing Jones. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Extra point try, good by Godot. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay. Godot now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. Short completion, just 4 yards. yards, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decided whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. Give them 18 on the play. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Eagles at 10-2 on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now?
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end. And now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Smith catches left side. Touchdown! Devontae Smith. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the Parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those Parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. He spun away for a moment, but only a moment, as he just gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe, and that's it. Second down. Looking to throw. Jones. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. 2 yards on the touchdown there, and the Giants have moved out in front. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles and Jalen Hurts heading back to work. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders. And now Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Hurts sets up to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play. So
the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught at the 1. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A final shot before break. Jones. And that is incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense returns to the field. And the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Running right, here's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go option to the short side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up. He's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Let's go now.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Alexander Johnson finding his way behind the line and quickly to the football. Have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run. It's Sanders. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 51 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. He'll buy some time right toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tyler Shelvin there on the stop.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to it.
Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now Jones on 1st and 10. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Now this one to his tight. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Check contact. 3.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick.
Let's go now. Check it.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now Jones and the Giants down by 13. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. To throw is Jones. That's going to be caught by Tony. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jones. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here's Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play.
After review of the play,
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now Jones. And he knocks knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point try. Good play, Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no